There is a way to lead that doesn't require constant self-improvement. It does not require maintenance, and it performs better under load. Most leaders do not know this system exists because they've always been running on one operating system, the one that treats their baseline state as insufficient. There is a different architecture. That is what I will show you in this video. Hi, and welcome back to this video. I am Vibhuti, your performance and authority trainer and coach. I believe that authority is not personality. It's a nervous system training to build capacity. And that's exactly what we do together on this channel. Imagine waking up one day and not scanning for what needs to be fixed today. Imagine making decisions without exhausting yourself. Imagine that rest is actually feeling restorative and not guilty. That's not a fantasy. That's what actually happens when you shift your operating system. Let me show you the difference. Most leaders run on a system called Optimization OS. They believe that their baseline is inadequate. They fuel their performance with the discomfort that it's not enough yet. And they constantly keep on refining in an effort to stay ahead of inadequacy signal. The system works until it doesn't. The depletion keeps on accumulating and the returns diminishing. And rest doesn't resolve it because the operating system in itself is a drain. Now there is a different architecture to consider. It assumes your baseline state is adequate. It fuels performance with recovered capacity, not inadequacy. And it intervenes selectively, not constantly. The result is sustainable performance. Now the shift from the operating OS to the baseline OS is not doing less. It's about operating from a different assumption. I'll show you what that assumption is and how to install it. First, you need to understand what's happening at the neurological level. Your nervous system operates with two types of performance fuels. First, baseline capacity. Energy is available from a recovered nervous system, and hence it is sustainable and renewable, and it doesn't require payback. The second one is borrowed capacity, where energy is extracted from stress hormones, cortisol and adrenaline. This is when you are operating beyond your baseline. This accumulates debt because you are borrowing energy, and it must be repaid through recovery. So there are two questions that you need to be able to answer. One, am I operating from baseline capacity or borrowed capacity right now? And two, what's my current capacity level? Not what I want it to be, but what it is currently. If you can't answer those, you are flying blind. And there is a 90-second protocol that gives you the answer to these two questions. I'll show you how it works in a moment. When you lead from constant self-optimization, you're chronically operating on borrowed capacity. The inadequacy signal keeps you in low-grade stress state. And that stress state activates your stress response systems to generate energy. Short term, this feels like high performance. In the longer term, the debt is compounding. As a result, recovery starts taking longer. Your baseline capacity shrinks. When you are operating from recovered baseline, on the other hand, you are leading from available capacity. So you are not borrowing anything. You have the full bandwidth for decision making, emotional regulation, and for strategic thinking. I hope you see the difference between the two. Now here is the part that most people miss. Your brain has a filtering system called the reticular activating system, the RAS. It filters reality based on your identity assumptions. If your identity is, I must improve, your RAS highlights inadequacy signals, gaps, flaws, things that need fixing. This keeps you in optimization mode. When you shift to I operate from baseline adequacy, your RAS also recalibrates. It starts filtering for capacity instead of inadequacy. You see specific opportunities for intervention, not constant flaws requiring improvements. Here is what most leaders do not understand. The shift from optimization OS to baseline OS triggers a dopamine withdrawal response. You are actually removing the inadequacy signal that was generating micro hits, relief through self-optimization. Your brain interprets this as loss of identity and loss of progress. But this is temporary. After 1 to 2 weeks, the nervous system recalibrates. Baseline capacity returns, and performance stabilizes at a higher level without the associated maintenance cost. Now let me show you how the two systems operate at the level of behavior. In optimization OS, your attention is trained on the gaps. What could be better? Where you are falling short. That attention bias creates the emotion of inadequacy. Inadequacy drives the behavior. Optimize, refine, upgrade. And this is the behavior that is reinforcing your identity. I am someone who constantly improves. The loop is self sustaining, but it is also self depleting. In the baseline OS, your attention shifts to capacity. What's available, what's recovered, and what resources you have. This kind of attention bias creates the emotion of sufficiency. Sufficiency drives the behavior, operating from what's present and intervening selectively. And that behavior reinforces a new kind of identity. I am someone who leads from baseline, from the present, from the now. This is not just positive thinking. It is retraining of your attention. Where your attention goes, your nervous system follows. And where your nervous system goes, everything else follows. Most leaders mistake recovered capacity for mediocrity. And that's the trap. Let me show you how to distinguish between the two. Recovered baseline feels like rest is restorative, not guilty. In this operating system, even boredom is tolerable. Decision making doesn't create exhaustion. You can sustain high output without constant input. Mediocrity feels like avoidance of challenge, declining standards, loss of edge. They are not the same. But your optimization OS will try to tell you that they are because it needs the inadequacy signal to survive. I had a board representative who ran entirely on optimization OS. Every quarter, new systems, new frameworks. She was never not trying to refine something. When I first introduced the concept of the baseline OS to her, her first response was, "This feels like giving up." I asked her to try it for 2 weeks, just to operate from what is already in place. No new systems. Week 1, she told me she was feeling very anxious, guilty, and like she was falling behind. Week 2, she reported her decision making had become sharper. Her colleagues did not feel like they were trying to always catch up with the new framework she was coming up with. And her very energy became more stabilized. She didn't seem jittery anymore. At the end of the 2 weeks, she told me she did not even realize how much energy she was spending on optimizing all the time. Because that is the hidden cost. Optimization operating system requires constant input. Baseline OS, on the other hand, does not. There is an old teaching from Vedic traditions called Sahaj. It refers to the natural, unconditional state of being before refinement, before effort, before trying to become something. The learning from this is that effort is required for skill development, but sustained high performance comes from returning to the Sahaj state, the state where action arises naturally, without the friction of I must become better to do this. In the baseline OS and the Sahaj state, you are not eliminating growth or skill development. You are eliminating the friction of constant self-optimization. You grow when growth is required. You only optimize when a system breaks. Now, there is one daily practice that rewires the inadequacy signal. It's not what you think. Every morning before you engage with any task, ask yourself one question. What capacity do I have available today? That question retrains your RAS. You are teaching your brain to filter for resources, not inadequacy. Over time, this will become automatic. When your attention filters shift, everything downstream shifts. You don't build capacity by pushing harder. You build capacity by recovering smarter. Growth here is a choice, not a compulsion. Through this video, we are trying to build your identity in a way that optimization becomes a tool for you and it's not your identity itself. Here, rest becomes recovery and is not considered as a weakness. The leaders who perform best under load aren't the ones who are optimizing all the time. They are the ones who know the difference between operating and maintaining. You now know the difference. The question is, will you trust it? From here, you have two choices. One, you can start applying this today. Ask the capacity question every day for 7 days. See what shifts. And two, you can build this systematically through my program. The link for the program is in my bio. Either way, subscribe to this channel if you want more frameworks like this. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.